Welcome back, people. We're back here with a Forza Motorsport Touring Car race. It's a 9-lap race at Silverstone. We're obviously on wet tyres, duh.
I swear, my mind blows my mind. Incredible.
So yeah, this one was a pretty small lobby. There was only 12 of us in there. It's not even turn 1 yet. So yeah, there's a penalty coming up here. So 0.5 already, just out of turn 1. But thankfully, managed to stay fairly clean. Just we're up into P7, so not a bad start. Again, small lobby, so hopefully the racing will be fairly close. Yeah, good race, enjoyed it. Gonna let this one go through. No commentary on this one. Couldn't get the replay to work. I've been having nightmares with the replays. Many times it's told me successfully downloaded and then there's nothing there. So yeah, the Colin Robinson of a replay system.
Colin Robinson, why are you doing this to us?
So yeah, anyway, 9 laps, tight field, had to fight through a little bit, but yeah, this was a good one. I enjoy races in the rain, so yeah, pretty much had a good one. So TBR Moggy contacted me on Discord, the Honda Civic Dash that you see on the wheel. So basically he's taken a dash on Overtake GG, which was the TCR dashboard pack 1.0 for Sim Hub. There's a link in the description. Those packs work on a lot of the major sims, but Forza's telemetry is a little bit off. So Moggy's done the job and gone in there and like made some updates. So yeah, you can see like the tyre stats. It just looks pretty good. I quite like it actually. So I've been using that a little bit together with the Mission dashboard. Both of those are available on Overtake GG. The Mission one works, I think, pretty much out of the box quite well with Forza. And yeah, TBR's adapted this one. So shout out to him. Shout out to Bastard300, that's an awesome name, who was the author of the Honda Civic TCR dashboard pack, which has also got the Hyundai and a couple of others. I think the Seat Cooper is in there, which isn't in Forza, but yeah, if you're playing other games like Race Room, anything else you need, like, or even AC, anything that's got TCR or dashes on there, then it's a place to check out. I'd recommend Overtake for any dashboards, basically. Anyway, enough rambling. We are up in P5. This is going pretty well. We're on lap 2. We're catching up to car ahead, making good time. So yeah, I was feeling pretty good at this point. It was fairly incident free. I'm quite happy driving in the rain on Forza. On other games, it's another matter. The AC will kill you. So yeah, I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm just trying to keep a good pace, keep it on the track and not get into any trouble. You know what's going to happen next, right? Let's get back to it. So I've got the momentum going into this segment, but it would be mad to try and make a move here. So I'd rather like back out a little bit. And yeah, it's a 20-minute race, so you're going to get an opportunity. You're in P5 the way that I saw it. So I thought just get round fairly clean, get a good exit, and yeah, next time be in a better position to try and get through safely if that's when it comes about. But yeah, it's like sometimes you just better off just easing off the throttle a little bit and just giving people the space up ahead and just watching and seeing what goes on. And that's what I've started to try and do a little bit more. Doesn't always work. A lot of times you end up in the wall, but yeah, you got to try and find a way to kind of get around and everything else. And I think playing some of the other games on the AI some of the other sims that I've got. It's kind of maybe a little bit more conscious of contact and things like that when you're dealing with damage. So yeah, I think maybe it's carrying over a little bit because I've still only got one penalty. What is going on? So yeah, we're now on lap 3, making decent time. That was 2:28. I think in qualifying it was a 2:25. In this race, I think the quickest was a 2:27. As you can see, it was pretty much soaked. So yeah, the times were affected. I think it was about 10 or so seconds average added into most people's times. But yeah, makes it a challenge. You can see a lot of people going off, losing the back. But yeah, I managed to keep it fairly steady. So yeah, I'm happy to just kind of pace and hope that someone makes a mistake up ahead of me and I can take advantage rather than trying to force the issue all the time. That rejoin slowed me down a little bit, but again, just picking my battles. If I can catch up once and I don't make a mistake, technically I should be able to catch up again, right? So I'm just trying to like apply that to this race and not turn into a rage monster as I normally do. So yeah, this is it's going all right. I'm enjoying it. It's a bit close at the moment, which is good. It always makes it a bit interesting. You can see the delta there. It's only 2.2 seconds to P1, so it's like a real kind of podium battle going on. Like, really enjoying this. Just need to figure my way through, and that's what makes the game interesting and enjoyable. I'm cool with it. It's always going to get a little bit like this. There you go. Like, tried to squeeze me on the corner. That's fine. Just gonna keep trying to get past. If I get spun out, I get spun out. But I don't control what other players do. They might feel it was legit. I ain't really got a problem with it. It didn't spin me out. It's a bit aggressive, but yeah, that's what I like about touring cars, if I'm honest. So yeah, I'm here for it, man. See, he backed out a little bit there because he didn't have control. Just trying to wait and see if there's going to be a chance, and he is quick, so he's catching up with the leaders. We are dropping a little bit back off the P1, but we're staying up with basically P5 to P2. We're in a little bit of a clump, and then there's a bit of a gap going forward. So yeah, if I can stay in this position, keep the tyres in a good condition, then it could put me in a good situation, I thought. Yep, so we're up into P4, just about got that done. Going into a fairly high speed right-hander. Little tap, managed to keep it in the limits, but that's going to come up as a collision, rear-ended, but no penalty, which is all good. So now we are 1.2 seconds off P3, which is a good place to be, and closing in. Enjoying the race, like I said many times before, but yeah, it's these late night rainy races, especially a track like Silverstone where it's quite technical, but still it's fairly flowing. I can't explain. It's a nice. I quite like the rhythm of that track. It's yeah, like nice high speed sections, like some really like low speed corners. You have to really get the rotation in. It's got like a nice mix to it and nice kind of tempo to the racing. Sounds a bit poncy, but yeah. yeah, I just like it, all right. So yeah, we are 0.9 seconds off of P3 now. So again, trying to keep it clean. We've still only got the one penalty, which is good. And we are going into lap 5.
Lap time 2:30.102 plus 1.473.
This was pretty shit. So yeah, got a knock there. So I've now fallen back to P5 again, which wasn't ideal, but tyres in good condition and I'm making good time up. I think I can make this up again. No one's stopped in the pits yet. We are 4.2 seconds behind P4, so just got another 4 laps to try and make up the places and see where we end up. So there, maybe need to be a little bit heavy on the brakes going into it. Didn't really get the rotation, so I had to kind of use a bit more engine braking. Down to first gear, try and get the rotation in and try and get the power on as early as possible through here so that I can just like stay on it all the way through and try and make up this time. So the player in P6, we have a few of them have made pit stops now, so I think the tyres, they're starting to feel the wear on them and the lack of grip, but I'm still in a fairly good place, I would say. So it's just a matter of can I catch up to Ronald's 101 and get past again, because they defended quite hard, so it's going to be another challenge to try and get past. But again, it's good racing as far as I'm concerned, as long as you don't like ram people out randomly on corners. When you've spilled yourself out, it's all good. There's a track limits, which is another penalty, which is a bit annoying. But we're down to 3.1 seconds to the car ahead. No, sorry, 2.9. So just get this right through this section, just try and keep chipping away and see whether or not they stop. So not really cutting into this gap as much as I'd like at this point, and I'm going to be keeping an eye out to see if Ronald goes to the pits as we come round Stowe. and I lose a little bit, which is not going to help me cut the time down. Or I say that, and we're now down to a 1.6 second gap. I think I saw that, and then I completely missed my braking point on this entry, so I had to try and really get a little turn to get around this, and yeah, the gap is back up to 2 seconds. So yeah, I need to basically get it all right to try and get past them, because they are not making any mistakes. It is 1.8 seconds. I'm hoping I've got the pace on them, but yeah, these mistakes aren't helping me. So lap 7, looks as though we are up. Are we up? No, we're not. We're not down. But that doesn't matter. The tyres are a little bit worn now. It's just a matter of trying to keep a decent pace. And I can see my predicted time right now is at 2:29, which is still not too bad, given the conditions and everything. And the gap that has developed to Don Quixote behind me is 6.9 seconds. They're on fresh tyres, so they should really be able to catch up, really. Let's see.
Mr. Petty, Senor Petty.
So I finally caught up to Ronald in P3, and so now it's just a matter of, can I get past? So this was a lot of fun. He squeezes there, which is fine. It's good defense. So I'll just basically get into his mirrors, just make him think I'm going to do something mad, but I'm not. Just basically stay alongside, follow him through here. This is basically what you want from Forza, just close racing. So yeah, this was pretty dope. I was enjoying this. Again, not risking it going on entry into through this section. I just think it's a bit of a madness trying to get an overtake through there. If it comes, then you go for it, but yeah, forcing the issue is a bit mad. So yeah, it's only 0.3 seconds gap. We are closing in on this outside line. So now that we're ahead, it's going to be, there's a little knock. Just think that's a bit of an accident. So yeah, that's cool. But he went to the pits just when it was getting good. So now we are up in P3. And the tyres are still feeling pretty good. On for a 2:29, it looks like now. Yeah, 2:29. So I've lost about a second in terms of the times I was doing, and there are only 2 laps left. So really, pit stop at this point for me doesn't make sense. We're going to the end of this race on these tyres. So let's see how bad it potentially gets. But at the moment, like, looking at it, I'm on for another 2:28, so I can't complain about that. I'm fairly consistent over this this race in terms of the times, and the loss for the tyres hasn't been too bad. So yeah, it's something I notice when I watch these things back. You don't necessarily notice it all while you're racing. This is like me examining what I did wrong and seeing the bits that kind of went well. So yeah, looking at this, wet tyres, Silverstone on a medium race, do not really need to pit. Seems as though you can kind of get through the full 20 minutes on a single set. Results may vary, I don't know. It could be to do with the tune. Shout out to Keckington who put that together. But yeah, that's what I found in this race anyway. I found that the tyres were actually fairly consistent through the race. There wasn't much of a degradation on them. The time variation was more down to my mistakes. So yeah, we're getting around in good time. We are 6.5 seconds off of Cuz 76. So again, might be they're noticing it with the tyres as well. I'm having a bit more of a fall off, but again, that can come down to tune. It can come down to anything. So yeah, just going to keep making my way through and see where we end up at the end of this race.
2:29.795.
So
Plus
Cars went into the
1.166.
pits on the final lap. So I'm now in P2. I'm guessing the tyres and the time he was losing. He was trying to secure that, but see, yeah, he came out just ahead of Ronald, so interesting to see how that ends up. But it's put me in P2, 22 seconds behind, which is the best pronunciation you're getting from me. So yeah, he's blown through this. He did a 2:25, I think, in practice in these conditions. So yeah, quickest I think I did was it 27 or 28? But yeah, either way, like he was miles ahead. I think he qualified as well. So starting from the front and being that quick, yeah, you're not going to catch that. So yeah, respect to him. It's a dominant kind of display with 22 seconds ahead in this weather. So well done. We're going to bring this around. Not much else happens. I kind of finish up in P2. Another fairly fun lobby. Like, it's tough. It's like, I think I was talking to Flash from Flash Motorsport the other day, and I think it's one of the things about Forza that it's kind of got in its benefit is that shit happens, you just kind of get on with it. There's not excessive whining or anything like that. It's just a matter of like, and I'm not saying that process systems are wrong or anything like that, like bad driving, you should be reporting it, it's fair enough, but I think you got to understand there's a degree of like, there are people that are learning this game, there are people that aren't on the same kind of like level, have got different equipment, there's all sorts going on, connection speed. So yeah, I think that when you get into that and you're like sim racing, we're basically playing a game, I think it's kind of forces a perfect balance of like, you pick it up, you play it, you have a good race, you might be a bit pissed off after it, but it's not that serious, it's not that deep, you know. So yeah, P2, we're finishing up this race, enjoyed it, had a good one. I've been quite distracted with AC Evo recently. I've been doing a lot of laps around Spa in the SF25, been really enjoying that, and it's kind of got me prepped and looking forward. Well, we had the Australian Grand Prix this weekend, but yeah, it kind of got me interested in that for the first time because I've always been a bit of a casual on that. So yeah, we'll be following that through this year. So P2, that's the final standings there. There are quite a few people that quit, but hey, what can you do? It's a 20-minute race. Some people got other stuff to do in it. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed it. Look at that livery. Shout out to Spiru78. Smashed it. Really love the livery. I think I'm going to be driving this one for a long time. It's going to be in rotation. So yeah, nice one. Hope you enjoyed the race. I will be back soon with some more. Have a good one. I'll catch you next time. Hopefully see you on track. Peace.